And kickoff man Sam Martin to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So that'll back him up 5. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. He'll drop to throw. Out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Panthers have recovered. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Tackled at the 27.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On the counter, it's Taylor. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought
a third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. And a Panther first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Panthers.
They run with Taylor. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap and a give to Dalvin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's into the clear. The 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown.
For the extra point.
So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the toss to Jones, running right. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Back at the 45-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
3rd down and 16.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now it's the backup Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The give to Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. They run the counter. Taylor. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that segment coming up in 2 minutes. We'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They turn to Taylor on fourth. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Flushed out right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
The 2-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. David Njoku. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Steps away to his left. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out. And Washington has made this a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Right at midfield. A gain of 11 on the play.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
39-yard line. A gain of 11.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
7-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 22-yard.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run the counter. It's Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on a turnover on downs. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
1st and 10 at the
13 yards there and a Washington first. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. That's out to the left, flat and complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
He'll look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Complete to number 16.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. He's back to throw. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Herbert. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Jones, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
The 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
By the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Panthers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.